Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining. As you can see, Bobby is getting ready for our haul and moving everything around, especially with that big Art the Clown trash bag behind him, and it has all of his tool implements and tools. So thank you, everybody, to showing up, and we want to give a big shout out to Charlie C and Austin D, who are our newest members. We'll be doing an official shout out on our news like normal, so everybody could see it. But oh, you guys are already doing guesses, and I'm just going to give you a little hint. It was Christmas time, so keep that in mind. But let's look at who's here. So Blue maniacally laughs and says that he triumphs first again. So that's not a surprise. You always seem to be first, and we appreciate it. Final State tried, but you get a big second. So you should be happy for that. And third is Orcs Prime. So good evening to you as well. Big M's here. Thank you so much for showing up. Chris Norris, as always, is here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And Choo Choo Mother Trucker is here again. Again, I love the name. I have to say it every time I read that name, and he says he's here for the haul. So let's go. Deceptosaurus Den says hello. So hello back to you. Libra Review says, anyone got any cool Christmas loot? Well, you're just going to have to wait. I don't know about Bobby, but you might have to wait for me. Okay, Blue, I do transform and haul out. I do. I kind of like that. So stay tuned for that. Let's see who else is here. M Squared, thank you so much for joining.
Yes.
Let's see. Sinistar is here as well. He's in before the timer is done. And then here we go. Let's start. Oh, and Warren, almost missed you. Hello as well.
Hello.
Oh, and Paulo's here as well. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm just going to go down before we look at all that. Space Lion, very, very welcome.
Oh, yeah, I guess I need to add, huh?
You haven't done that yet? Oh, my goodness, Bobby. Andrew is here as well. Thank you so much for the love. Buzzsaw Eject is here already. He was here when he said bot versus con. You were. John, thank you so much for John for showing up. And now let's get into the what people are thinking that we got. Okay. So Sinistar says James 5, Bobby 24. And anybody has any guesses, we usually do this on this live if you're new, where you guess what Bobby the bot, BOUGHT, got versus what I got. So Sinistar says James 5, Bobby 24. Let's see. Blue Destron says Bobby and James. Bobby equals James plus 20. Okay, now you. Oh, he says he does have a formula. So that's a little much. Might be right this time though.
That's a lot of much.
Space Lion says Bobby 25, James 17. Go ahead and start that. Sort that says my guess. Bobby the bot a lot, James not. Choo Choo says James is 11, Bobby's 32. The Libra Review has a question. He says, has Bobby been working out so he can play with that new Metroplex?
I need to. Yeah.
Orc says James 5, Bobby 25. Flip the Flap, thank you for showing up. Says Bobby 32, Con 21. Those are nice numbers. Nice divisible numbers. Warren says Bobby 38, James 14. That seems more right for you.
What?
Henry Rouse is here too. Thank you for showing up to our live.
Yes.
Libra Review says James 13, Bobby 32. Oh, Trey's here as well. Thank you for showing up. Andrew Long says Bobby 39, James 14. Oh, we have the GOAT here. Lord Megatron says, what's up? Thank you, Lord Megatron, for checking in on your humble servant. M Squared says James 5, Bobby 17. Trey says Bobby 35, James 12.
Jeez. You guys put a lot of pressure on my wallet.
Always. Peter says, Happy New Year, guys. James 7, Bobby over 9,000.
That's hilarious.
That one actually got him. Final State says, Bot 19, Con 7. John Battle says, Bobby 30 and James 15. Buzzsaw Eject says James 10 and Bobby 31st. James did say it was Christmas. You are correct.
31st?
Oh, I guess I have dates on my mind since it is the new year. And Happy New Year. We didn't say that. So Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. And I'm saving my voice. So that's why James is doing all this talking. I have a peppermint in my mouth trying to bring my voice from 2024 into 2025.
Well, he didn't tell me that. So I guess I'm just talkative today. Blue says Bobby 27, James 7. And Chris Norris says James 9 and Bobby 25. And so this is something that I did want to talk about as well. Paulo says, what did you do with Strax's alt mode? He's talking to Blue. We do have a custom video that will be out to everybody at 2 p.m. today. Our members that are Prime and Titan get to see it now. So if you want to go ahead and see it early, or a lot of our videos early, go ahead and become one of those members. Oh, Titan's here as well. Thank you for showing up. He says, if we're still guessing on the December hauls, James 2, Bobby 20.
And so this is the other thing you guys need to realize. Bobby doesn't get Christmas presents. So James does get Christmas presents.
He's like the little boy in Scrooge.
I don't get, yeah.
That has like a Timmy or something, and he has
Timmy.
That's you.
I don't get Transformer Christmas presents. Let's say that.
Okay, there you go. Big Bob Bodega, thank you for showing up. And he says Bobby 23, James 10. So Dr. Good and Sexy is here. He says, hey guys, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And I want to know your opinion on Jezzy from Bingo Toys.
Yeah.
John says, Bobby, it's all from crying about how much you spend over the holidays.
I don't know. I spent a lot of, but it wasn't necessarily on things that were fun.
Duke says, Bobby, like me, is Santa.
Yeah. We don't get Transformers, unfortunately.
And Sinistar Alpha says it's Christmas for Bobby 365 24/7.
That's why I have to do what I have to do, because I have to buy my own Transformers.
But he says Bobby gets Christmas presents for himself.
Yep.
Bobby doesn't get Christmas presents because he's already bought them all.
That's what she tries to say.
Hey, and Tailby is here, so thank you so much for showing up.
Talib,
thank you. Oh, and Henry Rouse became a member. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much.
Honestly, when I read the Tail name, I was thinking Tails from Sonic for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe that's in your haul. Did you get an early copy?
Who got that?
All right. Well, before we start off on our hauls, we had some subscribers and members send in what they had. Oh, Steve, hello. He says, sorry he's late. Really not late. We haven't even started in the festivities. So let's start off with showing some of our subscribers and members hauls. And let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, and before we get into it, Dr. Good and Sexy says he's love it. He's waiting for mine jazz rules. That's what I thought you were going to say. And I'm very excited to share a jazz with you.
It's going to be a jazz festivities going on.
Definitely. Okay. So let me just click the right one. Here we go. So first we have Blues Haul, which it's a lot. So he got the Blockies, Transformers 1 Galaxy Series, one of each, including the Chase figure Optimus. So I think that has a 1 in 4 chance if you buy the whole box.
Nice.
He got the Pingo Toys, Omega Supreme, Metallic Deco, CT Legends, Nosecone, Skybound Comics, TF 13 and 14, Agent Knight with Toy Hacks. DNA Animated Optimus Crime Crit, which is also Toy Hacks. Dr. Wu's Purple Menace King, Destroy Emperor, and Planet, Purple and G1 Decos. If you see it, it has a little planet next to it. I think you still need to get that, Bobby. G1 GoBots Rocklord Boulder, and Legacy Infernac, Calcion Nucleus, and he just needs Core Class Geocron to complete all of the little
Rocklords.
Thank you. Toy Hack Cell Shaded windows for B, Cliff, Jazz, Wheeljack, Ironhide, Ratchet, Gears, and Huffer. And the Akai Studios Prime Head replacement is in transit, and he should have that by now. Fans Hobby Tsunami, the entire Legacy Star Raiders capsule line was on sale in December via Amazon, Walmart, and GameStop. It wasn't Amazon and GameStop? Well, guess so. Great hauls. I think he kind of threw you for your money, didn't he? Oh, and then Galaxy Shuttle. He said he just got Galaxy Shuttle, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And he does say he has the Prime Head now. I do see that. So really cool hauls. So why don't we just move on to the next one? And we have Julio, who has the Purple King Toys Thunder King. He just finished this off. It's a very impressive figure. It looks very small in this picture, but that's just because of the angle. This thing is not small at all.
It is humongous, and it is heavy.
Yes.
Great figure.
Sinistar Alpha says he got the Jinbao Devi upgrade set. So, again, we've talked about this on the show. You think it really improves the figure, and it does give it a more G1 look. So,
really
what
does.
are your thoughts on this?
It does. I love that set. I was really excited when I got it, and the set was only like $35 or something like that when I got it. So, very good kit. I also see he has that Megatron arm on that Optimus there as well. So,
just having fun with that.
Yep.
John Battle shared with us that he got the Naval Commander Optimus Prime from Fans Hobby, but he got it for a steal for only $140 on eBay. So that's a good deal right there.
It really is.
I think if this figure was that much, I probably would have got it in this too.
No, you wouldn't have.
I probably actually would have. I do like this Prime. I like the inner robot. We've talked about that before. For $140, yeah. You get a trailer for free.
Oh, okay.
No. And lastly, Big Bob Bodega, who's in the comments, showed off various photos he took from the New Year's staycation, along with Geomantis, which is his Abomination combiner from all the Rock Lords figures. Love the black lighting. I think this is really cool.
That is really cool.
So, with that being said, say that again?
You saw a lot of Rock Lords in his collection and in Blue's collection.
Yeah, well, I think you need to start one too. Do you have any of them? You have one of them.
Man, you almost hit me with that.
You do have one of them.
No, I don't.
You have Shard.
Oh, well, yeah, Shard. That's right.
I don't even have that.
I don't consider that a Rock Lord.
Of course you don't. Bending the rules. Yeah. Okay, so with the comments, John says he'll send in a picture of his hauls later. He's on the road. Don't worry, the wife is driving. Thank you. I was going to say, be careful. We'll tell her to be careful.
Yeah, and shout out to the wife. She's really cool. We got a chance to meet her and
Baltimore as well. I remember that. Also, I missed this. Orcs Prime became a new YouTube member, so thank you so much. And Choo Choo says, "Is the Prime worth the price, Blue? I want it, but it's twice the price. He would pay for it."
Yeah, that's a good question. I think you should get it, James.
I should get it?
Yeah.
I don't even have the Prime.
That's okay. You can put it on another figure.
Well, Blue says it's good, but he would spray paint a clear coat and make sure your paint is good before displaying it. I could have done it well just on my home printer. Talib says, where do you send the haul pics? That's botversuscon@gmail.com, just like our YouTube handle is. You can also go to the description on our channel page, and it has our email there.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, why don't we just get into our hauls, and we'll do non-transforming stuff first, which is, I have one thing. Do you have anything?
I do. So go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So my dad got this for me for Christmas, and I didn't even know they made these. It is a plate from BotCon 2002. It's with RID Prime and Megatron on it. And it's number 124 out of 400. And this is definitely going on my wall. This is cool.
That's cool.
I didn't even know they made it. I mean, I really do like this Megatron toy. As a kid, it was one of my favorites. The Prime is pretty neat too. So I'm happy. I got to go find a shadow box to put it in now.
Chris Norris says that he remembers those plates.
Oh, really? I wish that would be kind of cool if TFCon did it. Would you buy one now?
I don't know.
If TFCon had one?
I don't know. It's not that I wouldn't or would. I don't know where I would put it. So that's the hard part.
Okay. Well, I can answer that for you. Bobby would buy the plates if they were exclusive to TFCon and numbered.
I guess they can go into when I finish my kitchen down here. That can have.
That would actually be kind of cool in the kitchen. Cool. Yeah. You can't use them. It says on the back, not for food use.
But yeah, but it would be. I could put it in my kitchen, and it would.
Big Bot Bodega says that actually looks cool as hell. It is cool as hell. Blue says nice Hand of Doom Megatron. It definitely is. Buzzsaw Eject says your dad is awesome. He is, and he actually got me some other stuff. So wait on that.
I can co-sign that. Your dad's awesome.
he was there when we got these shirts. So he'll be at TFCon LA as well. So I think I got him addicted.
yeah. This will be the third time I got a chance to hang out with him.
Oh. Yep. Lily Review says the art on that plate is really good. Chris says, nah, I wouldn't get one. I wouldn't, Sinistar says plates are fine, but Bobby's all about the custom prints these days. No, because we had a custom print. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, us, our custom print. Okay. Yes. Speaking of which, we actually do have a couple of custom prints left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, if anybody wants them, just hit us up. There we go. And we'll go ahead and help you out with that. So before we get on to yours, Trey said his haul was Deluxe Class Brawn, Meta Gates, Brave Warrior, X-Transbot, Streetwise, Groove, 2 Quintessent Judges, Dante Inferno, Shattered Glass, and DJD MMC Tarn. It says Tortor. Oh, I think he means Tarn. And KFC Junkie on Stems 5. So again, amazing haul for you.
Yeah. Somebody took advantage of those Black Friday sales.
Yeah. Titan says just slap Make Toys exclusive on a plate and Bobby would buy it.
That's funny.
So John says his wife says thank you guys too. You're all really down to earth. You keep me down to earth, but I don't know if the last part is an attack on me. Okay, well, why don't you show off what you got? I'm going to go ahead and look through the comments as you do in Star Any.
All right, so I was wrong. I actually did get a Transformer gift, and
see, look at you.
I know. I forgot. My brother-in-law's partner actually bought this for me. He said, I didn't know what to get you. And I said, this is perfect because nobody else buys me Transformers anything. So
literally just look up Transformers cup, get it for you, and you'd be happy.
Yeah. So yes, I've been wanting to drink some water, but I didn't want to show it off first. I usually start with comics. So we did get Void Rivals 14 and 15 and Transformers 14 and 15. I have yet to read them yet, and I'm so behind. So I need to really catch up. But I thought these were some really cool covers.
So there's a comment question actually for you from Justin. Okay. This is based on our last show when they did the SDCC Jetfire. He says, how can you say you're reading Void Rivals when you don't know about Jetfire? He was in the first issue. I haven't read the first issue, but Bobby, do you have an explanation?
Well, so you got to realize this is the first time I've read comics, and I'm not reading them to memorize every line of it. So I know he was in the first issue of the comic, or he was in an issue of the comic. I couldn't even tell you if it was the first or not. I knew he was in there, but so was I can't think of his Springer. So was Rodimus, so I mean, there's other Transformers that have been in there. So for them to say, for me to associate San Diego Comic-Con with Jetfire over any of the others that have been in multiple issues, not just one, sue me. I wouldn't correlate those. I wouldn't correlate Jetfire as the main bot in this comic.
Well, I don't think he is the main bot.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't associate Jetfire with San Diego Comic-Con and the Voids. It doesn't. To me, I would say Springer, if anything, because he had more of a role interacting with the characters than Jetfire did.
Yeah. Let's see. Henry says his haul was a small, oversized Devastator and Defensor that he. Then I found a local place with a Pepsi version of Optimus and had to grab him. That's a rare figure. That's cool.
I would have grabbed that.
I'm surprised Transbots didn't do one, but they didn't do an Optimus yet. I'm surprised somebody hasn't done a third-party version of Pepsi Prime.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Runus is asking us. He says, hope you guys are doing well. Did you get those Legends train spot yet? Or are you going to? I'm on the fence about getting the nose cone and the trains and Legends.
The train bots are on the way, and the nose cone, anything Computron at this point, I'm kind of in for, because I've been yearning for a Computron. So yes, I would be in on those, even though I'm not. I guess I am a Legends collector now.
I can't make the joke anymore. It's not fun.
I was a dabbler. I was a dabbler, and then I confessed to becoming a collector. So yes.
Let's see. Duke Nukem says he got 20 Transformers t-shirts from my GF. That's a whole closet right there.
That is.
No. Paulo says we make those cups at his job.
That's not.
All right. So why don't you keep going?
All right. So then, it wouldn't be an episode if I didn't show off New Supply. So I did get 2 of their heads. So can you see that? And then the faces. Let's see if this light maybe. Does that help? You can see the different faces, and then this one is Copper Top, and he has the face shield, but then you can also give him a mouth if you like instead. And there were 2 more that he was going to work on, which was the Grinch and Hologram, I believe. But he was dealing with some new paint and didn't really work out that well. And last time I talked to him, he said that he's going to hold off on the heads. He's kind of getting bored with it. And so, hopefully they come back and can give us some other things besides these heads, because they actually have some really cool stuff. I wanted to, here it is. So render form, I went ahead and picked up the Crasher head. And
you did get it.
Yeah. And then this one, this pisses me off, but I went and got the Skeletor head.
Are you even gonna pick the figure?
Yeah.
Or did you just get mad that you lost it and you needed to get it again?
That's probably more the reason.
More accurate.
Yes. And then from Mike Delano, who's my neighbor up the street, he actually gifted me. He's been working on his 3D printing, and he gifted me the deathbed.
Okay, so you have 2 of them now.
Yes, and the computer that's in it, and now this is more for chug scale, and so I'll figure out where I can put this at. But it looks good.
Put it like in the back of a shelf, and it'd still look good.
Yeah, it'll look good anywhere. And so, thank you to Mike for these. He's really trying to get his 3D printing on, I guess. And
the Titan's asking, where did you find the Crasher head? I believe it's from Render Form.
Render Form, correct. Yeah. He only had a couple left. I don't know if they sold out or not. But yeah, he puts them up every now and then.
And Trey's saying, does your neighbor have a website?
He does not. And actually, Mike, are you on the are you here? He's actually
I didn't see it.
But... Okay. So he does have a YouTube channel as well. He's been unveiling, kind of first looks at figures when he gets them in, and I think it's under Michael D.
Mike D, I believe it
Mike
is.
D. Yeah. And so he's usually on here. He must be handling some business. Maybe he's out mowing the lawn or something like that. Doing his honey-do list.
Peter says, is that Skeletor head for? That is for Tigertron, Kingdom Tigertron, and to make it into Skeletor and what was it
Shadow Panther? I thought it was
Shadow Panther? No, it was Tigertron. It was white. We repainted it.
Trust me. Okay.
Because they were all yellowing, and I was like, that's funny. That's why I remember. It's Tigertron, and I don't remember what his cat's called.
Something Panther.
Don't make me a liar.
Yeah, don't make me one either.
Eric's here as well. He says, "Hey, what's up, guys? Hello.
What's up, Eric?"
Okay, so now let's go. Do you have any other non-transforming stuff?
That's all the non-transforming stuff.
We got quite a bit of comments to go through. So Snell's World says his haul is a complete G1 Pretender Jazz. That's cool. G1 Skylinks that works, Galaxy Shuttle, and complete G1 Scattershot. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty
Let me a Scattershot.
Let's go to the top. There we go. Orcs Prime says he got only APC Megatron, I think the damaged version, and God Vessel, and more of the Fan Home Optimus Prime too. So that APC Megatron does look really nice.
It does. I've been considering it.
Paulo says his most memorable Christmas haul were those Star Raider deals at Walmart, like Ferric for $10. I didn't even look at the price last time I was there, and now I wish I did.
I know. I also did a lot of exchanging.
That doesn't surprise me. Deals. Justin says it's Springer and Rodimus and Void Rovers for sure, and some G.I. Joe. So those are the main characters. So maybe it would make more sense if they did Rodimus and Springer. But yeah, it is what it is. The Libra Review says, quick, we need the Computron Wars. Go ahead and tell the companies to start making Computron, and we'll be there.
Sign me up for that.
And to add to my point, associating Jetfighter and Void Rivals is kind of like associating Drew Barrymore with the movie Scream. Yeah, you definitely don't do that. I like the Sinistars. He says, oh, come on, show. Why isn't it working? Okay, let's use this one. There you go. He says, see, guys, if we keep telling Bobby what he is, he becomes it.
Well, start calling me a billionaire. I mean, come on.
Steve is asking us, do you have a Transformers YouTube channel in order to get third-party figures from China faster? No, there's no way to get them faster.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes there are some YouTubers who have alliances with some vendors, and they'll kind of send them early figures to kind of show off or talk about. And but we're not there yet to where we're getting.
Go to Chosen Prime. You can get them like in 2 days, at least for me. Choo Choo says, at what point do you change from dabbler to collector? I am a Legends collector, but I have 2 MP figures now. Got the DX9 Sideswipe on pre-order. That's dabbling.
So this is what it was for me. If you look at my collection, I felt like I didn't want to call myself a Legends collector, because I was only picking up like maybe 1 or 2 every other month or every few months or something at the most. And my MP collection was so vast. I didn't want to offend Legends collectors and be like, oh yeah, I'm a Legends collector. And then people start asking me about them. I'm like, I don't know. I already do that with MP figures. I definitely can't do it with Legends as well.
Trey says it's Tesaurus of the DJG. He gave the MMC name. Okay. Tortor just seemed like a autocorrect misspelling or something like that. So that is a really cool looking figure, though.
I don't know who that is, but
Decepticon Justice Division. There's 5 of them. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know which one it is. I guess I should have said.
Big Bot Bodega says he got KS01 Blast, Hasbro Fort Max, Fans Hobby Tsunami, King Toy Stego, Hasbro Blaster, Mega Master repaint of the Predacon arm, Core Class Rodimus, and Transformers 14 and 15. Again, great haul. This is Justin, I do see your question on Titan class Trypticon. We're going to save questions like that till the end so we could go ahead and talk about our hauls. Let's see. Let me see if there's any more. Oh, and yeah. So Panther was in MOTU. Panthro is in Thundercats. Thank you, Laura.
Yeah. I know it was as soon as I said Panther, I was just like, that's not it. I know it's close though, but
Sinistar says he tried to get me a Ferric for cheap, but they decided to cancel the order. That doesn't surprise me with Walmart, but I really appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, Loki's here as well. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Let's see. Okay, well, why don't we start with Hasbro? Do you want to start with Hasbro and then we'll do the break like normal?
Okay.
Then, or do you want me to start? Oh, wait. Before we do that, Snell's World gave us $5. Thanks for the information on Second Chance Toys. Picked up an original G1 Metroplex and Styrofoam to make mine complete and G1 6 Shot. Thank you so much, and that's really cool. G1 6 Shot is always one of those figures that I've always wanted, so maybe we'll get one day.
Yeah, how long are you in town for, Snell's World?
Let's see. Justin says, how do you guys get all the news? There is so much. Sometimes it would help to place links. We just scour different social media sites trying to find them.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you start off? Oh, wait, we got another. M Squared says it was a light month for him, but he got Fans Hobby Star Saber, both colors. Sky Boom Shield, Dr. Wu Menace King, Ultimates, Egaliticon. And that was, you know what that is, right?
The alligator, yeah, the alligator prime, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. And that was all until Transart Silverbolt squeaked in on the 31st. Let me know what you think of that Silverbolt.
Yeah, so James can get it.
Bobby's so excited. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I picked up from the Wreck-It Rule collection Twin Twist. I never had this character.
I was gonna say, you never had it?
No. I never got it when it was what was it? It
was an Amazon exclusive.
Titan. No, I'm talking about the
Titan's Return, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, I missed that. So I had never had it. So I got the repaint, and I'm
fine. Hey,
Super
Metro, glad to see you here.
And then I picked up Armada Galvatron.
Okay.
And again, both of these were on sale, and that's my Hasbro.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you got some of those Hasbros. We have some. Chris Norris says Transart Silverbolt is really nice, so get it, Bobby.
Get it, James.
And Duke says he grabbed Titan's Return Twin Twist. He still has his G1 copy.
Oh, wow.
So Hasbro is a lot easier for people to buy me presents, so some of them did. I got Bombshell, which I did already have, but I'm excited to repaint him into something. Did I say the right one? You're looking at me crazy. Shrapnel. It's Shrapnel. So I'm going to go ahead and repaint it into something. I also got Junk Heap, which I think this would look great in SG colors. So I might be doing those. Let's see. Official. I, too, got Armada Galvatron. Because for, what was it, $33, I couldn't pass it up. This is so boring, it's not even funny. Quick review. There's nothing to it. And it's funny seeing all these gimmicks that the toy used to have, and they're just molded details.
Yeah.
So.
And no minicon. I'll say it for you.
Yeah, but for $33, okay, whatever. I also got this on sale, which is the Reactivate B. This is honestly probably one of the best figures Hasbro's come out with in a long time. It's actually pretty good. It's posable. They use ball joints, but in a good way. Yeah, and I do like it. The paint looks really good, and this will be my B on my shelf because I don't like normal Bs. Moving on, I got this from my dad, which I know it was on sale because I might have sent him the link. I'm kind of mad at you about this one.
Me?
You didn't tell me how fun it is to transform. Probably because you haven't transformed it, right? Have you even taken it out of the box?
Yeah, it's out the box.
Are you sure it's out of the box?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. And I'm mad that we almost have the same pose with our figure. Like,
yeah, close enough. So
yes, I actually exchanged it for
the cheaper version.
Yes.
Deceptor's Dead, is that B cream color? No, that's, I don't know why my camera's doing it. It's washing out this yellow. We'll see if it does it on some other yellow figures.
Here, I'll help you out.
There you go. I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's the light I have. It's a bluish light. Let's see.
That's crazy that
Loki said nobody likes bees at his desks. I always get a panic if a bee gets too close to me. You just got to deal with it sometimes. Let's see what else. Oh, my mom got me Cheetor, which again I think I'm going to replay into Cataclysm. So thank you for that. Hasbro. Well, let's go into what my dad got me, which was kind of cool. He got me a sealed G2 Bumblebee.
That's dope.
And it's chrome, and it still has the price tag of $449. So that's really cool. And then he also got me to go with him Hubcap. This is not Cliff Jumper. Hubcap. So it's actually really cool. And I like that they're vacuum chrome. And he also, it was a very G2 year, I guess, for him. He also got me G2 Sideswipe, which he knows I like. So I've always liked the G2 colors of Sideswipe better. I think I've talked about it on the show. So he'll be going with the other Sideswipe. And then lastly, thanks to Sinistar Alpha, I did get some Blockies. So my wife just picked one at random, and he's falling off the stand. But I got Nemesis Prime. And he's smart. If I see you in the comments, you're really smart because you got me to display a Blockie, giving me a Nemesis Prime. So he will be up on my shelf. I don't know about the rest of them. But I also built Tarn, which was really cool. I do like Tarn's design. He's just overused, I think, nowadays. I like the different colors of, what's it called? And no blue, I'm getting there. And then the last one I built, just because I was running low on time, was Snarl, correct?
No, yes.
Snarl.
No, yeah.
It's not Sludge.
Yeah, Snarl. It's Snarl. It's Snarl.
Yeah. And this light is, I'm going to have to figure out my lights. He's just cute a little guy running around. This one actually might go on my shelf too, just because he's so dang cute. And lastly, Blue did get me some Blockies to go ahead and share. So you might get a package. But he let me pick out which one I wanted. And obviously I had to go with the Viacon. I think this is one of the coolest designs. And yeah. And I did not get the Blockies Deceptors Den. I see you. I was gifted all these Blockies. They're cool little figures. They get kind of boring to build over and over again because they're the same build. But that being said, they are cute.
I'm so enamored that you were able to do this. So pulling the curtain back, right before we went live, James was building the Blockie.
Well, see, the thing is I build those, and then I had to build Blues to talk about it. So I had to do that. Yeah. Sinistar Alpha says, "Oh, don't worry, Bobby will have some Blockies show up in his January haul."
Oh, I can't lie, they're fun.
They're fun little figures. Yeah, they are fun.
Fun. I can't lie,
and they look good. Like this, like if you look at all the paint apps on the Nemesis Prime, they do a great job with like the windows. The teal, right? Stuff.
There's enough teal on there.
Yeah, there's enough teal. Yeah. I mean, you could always use more teal, but it's nice. So, now before, I guess I'll just do my third parties. We do have a few comments. Blue says, "Nice choice, Con." And Deceptor's Den said, "I'm a Blockies collector." I'm fine. You call me whatever you want. Titan says, "Wow, 2025 is going to be a strange year if James's haul is bigger than Bobby's." I guarantee you it's not.
he's like already tripled mine.
Yeah, for now. Xavier says Bobby secretly has a whole case of Blockies.
No.
And Justin says, do you guys think Missing Link could take over people wanting G1 original figures, especially with some of the prices? Megatron from G1 couldn't be replaced in Missing Link unless third party did them. You're right to the first one, and I don't believe the first one. I think people are still going to want the G1 figures for the nostalgia. Like, this will not be replaced with a Missing Link one just because there's so much different stuff in here. Does that make sense?
Well, now I have to give a little pushback because that was a gift. If somebody gifted you, would you buy that?
Honestly, if I was buying G1 figures, this is one I would buy.
No.
Yeah, it would be.
Would you buy? I mean, like the
if
thing
if I was actively collecting them, I'm not actively collecting them, so it has to be, theoretical. Or let's say they do 6-shot, I would buy an original G1 over the Missing Link 6-shot.
Okay. I personally, since I have been buying retro, but they've been KOs because I don't want to pay the price of what people are trying to sell.
That's the problem. It would also depend on the price. If the Missing Link is $100 cheaper for 6-shot, I'm buying the Missing Link.
Yeah. So the Missing Links, I'm buying Missing Links because they're better than the G1s, with articulation, and they're about the same price, if not cheaper, and fresh out the box. I mean, I saw somebody selling a yellowing a yellowing Metroplex out the box for $220. Not going to do that.
Yeah. It would really depend on the price.
So,
Deceptosaurus 10 says, buy the Pokemons now, James. Those ones do look really good. I'm not a Pokemon collector, but you know who is? I do have a family member that's a Pokemon collector that might be getting those. Yeah, ahead, Chris Norris says, can we see the alt mode of those Blockies? It's a jet. Room. Okay. All right. Steve is asking you if you canceled your divorce class Metroplex.
No, it's actually on the way.
Oh. And hello. I'm just going to call you Rocket because it says or Rocket. Welcome.
JB Esquire.
Bobby can read things I can't. So, all right. Well, let's get into, I guess I'll do my MP figures first. First, I got this guy who's still getting washed out. I don't know. It's only yellow, though. I don't know. I don't remember his name. It's it's an Omnibot repaint that I got on sale.
Fioravani.
There you go. I actually like it better without all the different stickers on it. I think it looks a lot nicer and cleaner. He is a Decepticon in my collection. It's okay. It doesn't do anything really for me. I know you liked these figures and simped for them, but it's fine. I'll be going with my Decepticons. I like it for the price I got them for. I think I got them for like $35. So,
that's really good.
Yeah. And then I kind of feel like I wasted my money on this. I also got X-Transbots. I don't know the name of it, but it's the Wind Charger repaint. The pictures made it look black, not silver. So, at least on my computer screen, maybe that's wrong. Oh, Overdrive. Yes, I think Titan, that is his name. And he's okay. But the transformation's horrible, and I don't really like it.
It's horrible. The
horrible.
Tires,
it's really bad.
Tires in the chest. That's
and it looks bad when it's finished too. But whatever. I was like, but again, I got him for like $35, so I'm not complaining too much.
Yeah, that's a win.
I also got Naka. Which it looks gorgeous, but cannot hold her staff at all.
Really?
I put it in and it falls off all the time. But she's okay. The spider has no point to combine with her. You could just keep it off to the side. Deceptosaurus 10 says James's toy room is where the color yellow goes to die. Yellow is my least favorite color, so maybe they know. But the paint is immaculate on this. The transformation is just putting her in a shell and flipping it around. But I still think it looks good. So
I was thinking about grabbing that.
I'm surprised you said you were going to.
I know.
You'll still
Some
be
other things came up.
And let's see. I think I have one more thing to show off, and that's what my wife got me for Christmas. And she got me the purple King Toys dive bomb. So
7 more to go.
Technically, yeah, right. But I don't know if I'm going to be getting the rest of those. You guys will just have to stay watching our hauls to see if I pick them up or not. But this thing is phenomenal. I think we knew that. We knew it. I saw them in person at your house, and they looked good. So, and I think I've said I always wanted this one to be a Raven. So, yeah. Rocket says that's a huge toy, and that's not even counting the wings that are even bigger. So that's huge. But I like this guy as a standalone figure. You can still store his guns on him. They actually plug in right there. And he's a cool figure by himself. So, yeah. And that's everything I got for December, including Christmas presents.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm jealous because you definitely got more Christmas presents than I did.
Well, not all of those were Christmas presents, but some of them were.
As soon as you showed off one, you had more than I did.
Well, for Transformers, I also got other stuff too. So I'm a very lucky person. Anyways, why don't we go into your third-party collection and your 600 different figures that you got?
It's not like that. Well, since we kind of talked about it, we'll start with Legends. And I did get Nose Cone.
I thought you got that last.
Did I? I thought
you showed it off.
I showed this off in November.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I forgot one.
See?
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead.
Really quick. I got a KO of Studio Series Movie Prime and Nemesis colors. And it's going to stay in this mode because I think it looks nice. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I thought I got this in December. It was hanging out, so I thought it was December. If I didn't,
I don't. Maybe you showed me personally, and that's what I thought. Yeah.
Maybe that was what it was. So, the question was asked. I think this is great. I love this figure, and so.
Okay, so Sinistar says we did talk about it last month, but it wasn't officially in your haul because it showed up on the 1st. Maybe
that's what. That's okay. That's what I thought.
Lars says that King Toys Dive Bomb Bobby was smiling like a proud after-school special drug dealer.
I love that. I mean, I have all 3 sets, and the purple set looks amazing. They all look great, but they all touch like a special place in my heart. But the purple looks really good. Oops. All right, so then we have the G2 version of Snarl from New Age. And I think this looks really good. The gold looks amazing. Now that I have them in hand, I know it's accurate. I actually wish the chest was maroon as well instead of the red.
The red does kind of clash a little bit.
Yeah.
Or black. Black would have looked nice too.
Yeah, so that's my only gripe. But I think like the temples on here and everything looks really good. The gold here, gold feet, it looks really, really good. The sword looks nice as well. So they did a very good job with this. I did also pick up the Shattered Glass version. And again, I had him kneeling down with the sword. I really love this green and purple here. I think I know I like this one better than this color better than the one I just showed off. But it's mostly because of that the red and the burgundy clashing. But I think these two look good. The only reason that this one kind of doesn't shine as much is because the slag that they did is in the same colors.
Correct. Yes. One of them, I think, should have been a different color. I don't know if it's accurate or not to the source material.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it would have been cool for one of them to be slightly different.
Yep. So those are my legends. Any comments you want to show?
Yeah, let's see. They say, as a whole, Technobots are sparse and rare. After Deceptosaurus Den says, I need more Technobot Craftsman toys to get to work. Yeah, not only Craftsman toys, let's talk about Bingo toys as well. Those are the ones I'm interested in.
Come on, King Toys.
Big Bot says, Shattered Glass Snarl is so dope. I completely agree. That's probably one of the best Shattered Glass decos besides Swoop. I think they'd be tied. Swoop is a very interesting and unique deco as well.
I love Slag, but yes, they're all the Shattered Glass look good.
All of them look great. Yeah, I think the most boring and one is Grimlock, which is kind of sad.
Yep, Grimlock's the most boring.
Let's see. Tetranova says he just bought together YOLO Prime last night, and it's pretty damn good. I'm glad to hear that. Let us know how fun it was to actually put together. Because that's something that I think Bobby needs to go ahead and get into.
Why are you putting this on me?
You can buy the Nemesis Prime and send it to me if you want. Steve says, you guys have to tell me how you were both able to remain collectors after both getting married, respectively. A lot of women wouldn't tolerate it. What's your secret, please? You just got to choose the right one.
You gotta lay your pimp hand down really. No, I'm just playing. No, honestly, you have to be honest. You know, if this is what I do, this is who I am, and God's not gonna put God on earth. So I can't be perfect. So,
or go find somebody at a con that has fun with it too. I could see that happening as well.
Yeah, it's just a conversation. As long as I think the other thing is for me, as long as my collecting doesn't interfere with being financially responsible, taking care of the household and doing my duties as a partner, then I'm kind of like, and we don't have joint bank accounts, so she can buy whatever she wants to buy. I buy whatever I want to buy. As long as the bills get taken care of, there's no argument.
And to add to that, Rocket says, my wife buys me stuff and encourages me. It's better than drinking and joining a band. That is something that my wife's dad told her a long time ago as well.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, and I was just like, I don't go to strip clubs. I don't do drugs. I'm a social drinker.
Crack.
Yeah, I'm on the plastic crack. So, and it's an investment. Everything I buy, I can probably sell as well.
Yeah, hopefully at a profit.
Yeah.
So, all right, continue.
All right, so then I didn't know what order to kind of put these in, so I just kind of went by alphabetical order of the company that made them. So we're going to start off with Dreamstar Toys and their Scrapper, and we are going to be talking more about the Devastator Wars, and this will be in that. There's some things I like about it and some things I don't like, but I don't want to give it away here. But this was actually a lot better than their jets, so I can say that. But yeah, it looks really good. It's big, it's hefty. But yeah, there's a couple things that I don't like, and I'll go into those when we get into the Devastator Wars.
Sounds good. Yeah, it looks good from first glances.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Lee review says, I like the sound of that ratchet. I was actually going to comment on that as well.
So. Yeah. I'll point out one thing, actually. This is the part that I was worried about, and it's actually, you have to peg this into this little hole here, and actually it's staying now. And it's been in this mode for a little while now since I got it.
You don't unpeg it to transform it. It's like once it's in, it stays in, right?
I haven't transformed it yet, but I think you do unpeg it, but I don't know for sure. I hope not, but we'll see.
So on that, Deceptosaurus Den says looks better than their jets. And Titan says it's better than the Dreamstar Toys jets. Doesn't set the bar very high.
That is very true.
Hey, they looked nice.
They look nice.
They look nice. So if you're just going by looks and not quality, and Chris says, love that shade of green. And Flip the Flap says, Dreamstar Toys has redeemed themselves so far, but Hook seems more complicated and maybe the real tell. Yes, I think it's a quadruple changer technically. So we'll see how they do with that. Yeah, stay tuned for the Devastator Wars.
Yeah, exactly. So next we're going to talk about, and some of these guys are in the mode they're in because I transformed them, and I wanted to kind of discuss it where it was at. This is Fans Hobbies Tsunami, or their version of
Tidal
Wave, and it's very, very light. I'm actually disappointed in this figure, and it's super duper light. And some of the other things that has happened with this, I think I shared this on our members only. Some of the screw covers, like you can see here, it's supposed to have a cover like this. They just popped out, and here's one gray one here, and then there's a purple one that came out from somewhere. So I'm gonna have to figure out where that came from. So I don't really like that. There's also some features that I do really like. I love how you can, shoot the jets off here. There's all kinds of little, gimmicks that we're used to from the original. I like that aspect, but it feels very, very light, and I didn't really like that. Fans Hobby has kind of disappointed me with their Armada line as a whole.
Yeah, so I agree. Rocket says he got the Hasbro for Christmas, didn't have to buy it, but it has no minicon. So
yeah.
Blue says he loves the Tsunami regardless of the weight. The gimmicks won him over.
Yeah,
and there you go.
Minicon.
And Eric says Hasbro's Tidal Wave is so much better.
Yeah,
honestly, at this point, whichever one releases it in green first has my money. I think both of them are kind of the same, except for one has mini cons and one doesn't.
Yeah, the pluses and minuses kind of balance them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Big Bot says he has the same issues with his Tsunami.
Okay.
Yeah. So it again, just like Blue says, your mileage may vary. So. All right. What's next?
All right. So then, this has been the talk of
the town.
I did put them in combined mode, but it is the KFC Raijin. I did go ahead and combine them. I was going to leave them out, but I felt that the inner robot I had no issues with. I think it's great. I think it looks great in bot mode. It's huge. I like the size of it. The combined mode is where it kind of takes a downturn. One of the things that I don't like, and let me see if I can move some of this stuff out the way.
Well,
it comes off. To tab this this piece here, this top piece in, there's two tabs, one here and one on the front, and it's very hard to line them up to see them. So you're kind of like pushing and pushing. Oops, he's losing his guns. You're pushing and pushing, trying to get them in, and it's like I don't even know if this one's all the way in. But that becomes a pain. This is very loose. It doesn't if you lean it, well, actually it's trying to stay now, but you can kind of see how it starts to give. The knees, since it's very heavy, the knees kind of want to buckle a little bit. Like it's fine now. It's not a problem now, but it like certain things, like when you're trying to transform it and put this in, like if you're standing it like this and trying to push the cab in, the knees will buckle. So that's kind of a pain. Once you have it in, it's perfectly fine. But that was an issue that I had with it, and it's because he is so heavy, which is good. I typically like that, but the knees should have been stronger to be able to hold that while you're trying to, put everything together.
Scooby, thank you for showing. He said, "What did I miss?" Well, I went through my haul, and Bobby's going through the middle of his haul. So, Titan says, heard the same thing about KFC Gunrai. The core bot is good, but the combined mode is trash.
This is the KFC.
Yeah. Chris says, I knew KFCs would be disappointing.
Yeah.
And Warren says, lol, he's got hot rod legs.
So yeah, I do like it, but yeah, that was kind of my issue.
Wait. The lip says KFC is X-transbotting it. I think that should be a new term.
Well, they are kind of the same company, so
yeah, kind of.
Yeah. I did get MMC's Groove or Insertus. This is it's a fun figure. There was two things on here that you and I had talked about, James, and that was kind of how high his head is,
the neck,
and the neck. You can't actually push it down, so it doesn't look as bad.
That looks much better.
Yeah, the problem is because it now looks like he kind of has
a collar
on him. You don't get the head turning. You're gonna kind of bang into that.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can kind of lift it up to where you need it to be, and if you want to do that, but it gives it some options there. So I did like that part. Cleans up very well. I think it's a fine. Groove has always been one of those that he wasn't like one of my favorite characters. He was just a necessity to complete the combiner. But I think it looks good. I think they did a good job making this character.
Yeah, I think it looks fine. Rocket says that it's no. Oh wait, no. This is for another question. I'm sorry. We will talk about. Why don't we just talk about that first? Snell's World says, "What are y'all's thoughts on animated Omega Supreme?" So go ahead and put those down. And Rocket says, "It's kind of kitty and not his cup of energon." So yeah, I think it looks cool. And maybe in what's it called, G1 styling, I'd like it. So. Either which way, let's get back to Groove. I think Groove does look really good. I'm glad to see you could put the head down because I think that changes the figure completely. But like you, he's not my favorite.
Yeah, he's my least favorite of the set. All right, so this was interesting here. So Magic Square, Light of Freedom. This is their MSO1. This is the clear one. There's a reason behind this.
Okay.
Here's their Shattered Glass.
Didn't you already get that?
I never got it. I was supposed to get it, and I never did. And then here's the Dead Prime. And the reason I said this came as a bundle. So in essence, if I bought the bundle, I got this free.
And that's MS02G, correct?
The Shattered Glass one, yes. Okay. So this is MS02G, and then this is the MS01 S, I believe.
And Sinistar says that's sleep mode. Not dead mode. Yeah.
Well, if you're sleeping like he was, he's dead.
Scooby's asking, where did you get that bundle?
I actually got it from Magic Square directly.
Mm-hmm. I think it's magicsquare.com or something like that. Yeah.
So they have
review says, "Are we watching the Prime Wars?"
That's what's so funny about this, because it did feel like the Prime Wars in December.
All right. And Imong is saying, is that the best MP Prime, or do you have a favorite MP Prime?
I don't. It's probably the easiest to transform from what I can remember.
As far as modern MP Primes, because I think MP10 is easier, but that's also what, 15 years ago?
Yeah, like, I mean, a lot of people, talk about MP44, and there was a lot of difficulties with the transformation of that. It's just very involved. Yeah, Magic Squares is pretty good. There's, ironically enough, and this is why, let me pull it back out. When you're talking about the battle damage and stuff, I didn't really say much because this
because you have this one.
Yeah, it has battle damage, and so no need for me to
get the other one still.
No, I already have that one. So
Chris says he doesn't really like Magic Square's MP Prime. It feels so cheap. I do see what you're saying about that. There are a few parts of it that do feel really cheap.
Yeah,
I have the Ultra Magnus color.
Yeah, the paint isn't a premium paint on it.
Okay. And people are saying MP44 is the favorite. Emong said he ordered the MP44 KO with the improved backpack. He didn't order the Starscream version because he ordered MSO2EX. So I think it's a really good figure. And that's what Deceptor's Den says. MSEX 2.0 is his favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Okay.
All right.
What else do you have?
Since I can't remember, was it Titan who said it? I did get whitewash. I did change the head, so this is
fix those wings. That's annoying me.
I did have a new supply head. I actually had them doing something, and when I moved them down, one was up and one wasn't.
It's fine. It was just annoying me.
But this is a new supply head, so
it's Hammerhead, if I'm remembering correctly. Correct?
Yes, Hammerhead. I think it looks really good on him.
I agree.
So I did want to go for something different. I haven't posed him or anything like that. So it is what it is. I do like this color combination though. This is one of my favorites on these.
It is one of the better ones. I'm surprised it came out so late because I thought it'd be like all one color at this point.
Yeah, I do really like the way this one came out. Move him over here. All right, so then getting back to what we were talking about, I did get the Transformer rollout, Commander of Stars. I'm pissed because I thought this was the new version, and it's not. It's the first version. The fingers on this thing literally crumbled, and talking about every single one of them crumbled. And they did give me replacement fingers in the package, which is funny. But I don't know if this is like a third, or excuse me, like if there was a first edition and then they made a second version of the first edition before this A that they're making, because there was supposed to be like little clips on the bottom and the clip on his inner robot feet, and it's not on this one. So I don't know. They're not really needed, but I did see that there was a version that did have these.
Interesting.
But yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, there's some light up effects to it. It does come with a key.
Oh, that's awesome. I was wondering if it came with the key.
So you can see the matrix there. Yes. All right. Guns there. And then you can open this up, and again, he can't hold it.
Well, unless his fingers fall off.
Yeah, these are the new fingers, so he can't hold it. And then you get like the solid light.
Oh, okay, so it has different modes.
Yeah, and this one you get the blasting, slower, solid. Oops.
That's cool.
Then yeah. The thing I don't like when he's in this mode, you cannot open his chest up. because these clips
go around
the backpack are on, but you can kind of again see the light.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yes, more Prime.
Titan says all the fingers crumbled except for the middle one.
That unfortunately even that one crumbled. And to show you, here's actually the pieces. So this is what a replacement one looks like, but you can see how they were like literally falling apart really, really bad. Like,
that's crazy.
Really, really bad. Straight out the package. Didn't even do anything. Just like lifted the hand and it was like, oh, okay, we're gonna fall. I did get Dr. Egg.
Didn't you already have those?
I have one.
Oh, so you have two more now?
So I wanted to have three. So I have three. And something I think you should get. This is the X Transbots youth version of Perceptor.
I'm good.
So you got it?
No.
This
is Hasbro's Studio Series.
Oh, I thought I was gonna. You did it really fast. Okay, yeah, you need to get this one. You need to upgrade.
Okay. Give me your credit card details, and I'll go ahead and pick it up.
Credit card says James.
This is the one I would pick up if I was going to spend the money.
Yeah. One of the things that they did is they gave you it's his sniper rifle, which the the Fans Toys comes with, and they did this for the youth version as well. They give it to you on a spruce so you can put it together.
Oh, that's cool.
So now you can add that on. I just had this up because I was trying some things out. But I think since it's not painted, I think it looks really good with this one because he has the gray limbs. I think it looks really good on this one. It doesn't really look good on the other one.
Oh, so that came with the other one.
It came with the youth version and it came with this one. It didn't come with the original.
So you got two of them. You just put one with this one.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I was confused. How's the quality? Because it's X Transbots.
I like this figure.
No problems in the quality?
Yeah, no problems with it. I didn't have any QC issues with anything except for the Transformer rollout. And the Fans Hobby. Yeah. Tidal Wave. And that is all.
Oh, wow. Folks. Look at you having a small, tiny little baby haul.
Yeah.
Okay, we probably will do that. Deceptosaurus Den says, Mr. Bot, I know you are a busy human. However, do you think you could do a review of the Lewin Metroplex when it arrives at your house?
I will do that.
I think we will. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be hell.
So I think so. How many did you have?
I had 18.
18? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see.
I know I saw 17. I know I saw 19. I don't know if I saw 18.
Is it without going over?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Sorry, Final State. You said 19. Then where was it? I just saw it. M Squared gets one arbitrary BVC point for saying 17. Now, I counted mine. Are we counting each Blockies separately?
I don't remember how I did mine.
I don't remember either. Well, it's either 16, concluding all the Blockies as one, or 25 if you include all the Blockies separately.
Yeah, James had 25. He had more than me.
We're not going to do that. So we'll do 16. Let me see. Oh, slightly over. Should make like a betting bracket. Don't they do that for sports? So John, I think you actually won. You said 15 from what I see. So John gets another point. So kudos to you. Spaceline says, yes, separate. Well, if we do 25, So both of you guys get a point. Who said? I don't. Whoever. There's too many of them to go through. 14. I think that's the highest one, honestly, for me too. So John still wins. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's why he wanted it, because he put 17. So you get 1 point too. So that's and Warren, yeah. So James at 19. That's including those 4 blockies, but if you include all the blockies as one, depending on which one. So thank you for voting. We appreciate it. And I'm gonna let Bobby go ahead and take over for a second because he has some things I think he wants to sell. Am I correct?
Oh yeah. Somebody asked, so I'm not gonna show them off, but here's.
And I will be right back.
Yeah. So here's some of the things that I have up. I know we have some new viewers as well. I'm trying to clear out some of my duplicates and triplets of things. So if you're interested in any of these items, please let me know. There's a couple of other things I have. I just don't know where I put them when I was rearranging my room. But Blue, I know you asked if I had the Ecto one. It's still yours. I have another one as well that's for sale. So let me know if you're still interested, and then I can get those out to you. You can just email us at botversecon@gmail.com on that. And then I guess let's get into some of these questions. Usually he's controlling everything. So let me see if I can catch up with what's here. This is hilarious. I wonder if Bobby buying that 4-foot Metroplex is him subconsciously wanting a baby boy in his life. My daughter was birth control for me. She is. I can't do any more kids. So yes, that is my birth control for me. So that will be my only boy, is that Metroplex coming in.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Quentin says, "Are you satisfied with ordering directly from Magic Square?"
It was fine. It took longer than I shouldn't say that. It took a couple of weeks to get the items. Maybe like 3, I think. I don't, besides like the Chosen Prime, who, our official sponsor, I look everywhere. There's different bots are different costs, different prices at different places. So I recommend looking around for what you're looking for. Since they have the bundles cheaper than anywhere else.
Especially buying them individually.
Yeah, because I think that the Shattered Glass, I think I saw it for $100 or $119 or something like that at Show Z, and I got the bundle of for all 3, I think I might have paid like $160 or something like that, if not less.
That's not. I remember talking to you about those a while ago. I forgot about it. That's how long it took to get to you. Warren says, "Do you still have Ectotron?"
I do.
Yeah.
So if you want it,
it says, "Imagine buying diapers for Leo and Metro. You should put one on them for fun."
What do you want? Oh, you want to say hi?
Like, hi. Are you done showing off what you're selling?
Yes. You could take that down, or take a screenshot, hopefully, or
you could go back and watch it.
Or you can go back and watch
this.
Yeah.
This will be, It says Titan Class Doge.
Yeah, this is my Titan Class dog.
Oh. Jalal says, "My new favorite must-see channel. Thanks, guys." Thank you for watching.
Really appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah. Big Bot says, "What TF cons are you planning to do in 2025? Well, I know for sure it's LA, and then after that, we're gonna have to see. At least for me, Bobby's probably gonna be able to make it.
Yeah, I'll be in LA and Chicago.
Oh, Chicago, that's right. See, that's the thing. Like, I told my wife it's in Chicago, and she's like, "Oh," because that hotel was not the best. So
yeah, mine did too. She was just like, I wish it was at a different hotel. And
yeah, exactly. My wife was like, if it was just somewhere where we could do something else. Not saying that she doesn't enjoy the TF cons, but it's like she wanted to see a new place, you know.
Yeah, for me, I mean, the hotel is right next to one of my favorite restaurants in Chicago, which has a steakhouse that I love. I drag
That was amazing. Yes.
So, and it was walking distance. So, yeah.
Okay, we do have some questions, and I like this one from Justin, but I wanted to leave it for the end. He said, "Do you guys think the Titancast Trypticon would be a better Godzilla as opposed to Grimlock for the
Definitely.
Godzilla crossover?" Of course, yeah, that's a no-brainer. I don't think they do that because that's expensive, but I think that would have been amazing. That would have looked really cool.
I would have bought that.
Steve says, this with the Fansoy Superion limb upgrade kit made so you could have the combiner and 5 bots at the same time, do you think other companies will make similar upgrades for current and future combiners that's parts form? I could definitely see it. It would have to be a specific combiner. It couldn't be something like King Toys Predicate. You know, it would have to have a shell. And I think that's the way a lot of these tune accurate MP combiners are going. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see a lot of different creators making these 3D printed parts for them.
Well, there's already Like Toys that's been doing it for a while. This new company kind of just came out. We haven't really had a new combiner in a while. If you think about it, there's a finished
combiner at least.
Yeah. So, you know, with all the Devastator Wars coming up, still we don't have a full combiner yet. But if you think about it, the last besides this Superion getting finished, the last ones were the Minosaurs from DX9 and X Transbots, I believe.
I think King Toys came from before that.
But they don't have.
Oh, you're talking about the specific ones with the shell. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. John has a question. He's saying, what third-party Transformers companies are tied to who? I'm asking because of what James said. So it's just speculation. Nobody knows for sure, but it seems like there's
X Transbots and
oh, that is confirmed.
Yeah, they're tied to each other.
Oh, I didn't know they were confirmed. So yeah. Okay, let's look. Chris Norris says, what's wrong with the hotel in Chicago? Nothing's wrong with the hotel itself. It's the location. It's about 30 minutes outside of the city proper. So you have to fight traffic to get into the city if you want to see it.
Yeah, so it's right next to the airport. So that's the good thing, is that you literally cross the bridge and you're at the hotel. But if you're, like you said, if you're trying to get into the city, like we Ubered to the city, and
oh god, remember that one time? And it took like what, 2 hours to get in there because of traffic.
Yeah. So the best thing to do is jump on the train. That's what my lady did.
And that's if we would have known, we probably would have done that too.
So she jumped on the train and went and explored the city and things like that. So that's what we would probably do again.
Of course, yes.
And we can go on that haunted.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. That's a story, definitely. The haunted bus tour. Which restaurant is it again?
Starts with a D. Give me a second, I'll look it up. I always forget the name of it.
Duke says, does anyone think Hasbro will re-release Titans Metroplex like they did with Fortress Maximus, Omega Supreme, and Trypticon? Honestly, I don't think so, because it's so old and they probably want to do a G1 accurate version. That's what I think. What do you think, Bobby? Are we going to get a new Metroplex? Or not a new one, a re-released Metroplex?
I'm sorry, I said a D. It's Gibson's Bar and Steakhouse.
Gibson's, there we go.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, the question was, does anyone think Hasbro will really Titans Metroplex? Actually, I'm gonna say it's possible, but I think actually let me see. I think they will, because it's Hasbro. I think they will.
And they don't want to make a new one.
I was gonna say, I think it would be smarter for them to make a G1 version, because everybody's been clamoring for that. But I actually think they probably will re-release that one. to fund a G1.
Choo Choo says, I know you guys still have so many TFs in the box. Do you find buying a new TF more thrilling than opening and playing with them? So the ones I still have in the box are just because I haven't gotten to them yet. It's been a busy month.
So another videos that we have coming out. I lost my voice. You know, it was just hard December to roll out a lot of stuff. We still have our best of for 2024. And that forced me to unbox my Hasbro figures.
So that's why you said Motor Master was open.
So that's actually why this was on my desk, because so I unboxed 11 Hasbro figures that most of the time the Hasbro figures, I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not. And so I'll buy them if they're on sale or something like that. MPs, I typically open every single one of those pretty fast, unless I've already had the mold, which that black Armada Nemesis, it's open now, but it was in the box for probably a month and a half, 2 months, because I already had 2 of the molds. The other problem is sometimes it's easier to store it when it's in the box than to find a place
store a box and the figure.
Yeah, to try to put it on the shelf somewhere.
Libra Review has some questions for TFCon LA. It says, since he's flying down, do you recommend bringing an empty checked luggage bag to bring loot back from TFCon? If you plan on buying stuff, definitely.
I literally pack a suitcase in a suitcase, and then put a carry-on in that suitcase as well. So it's easier if it doesn't cost you anything. Especially, I get 2 check bags free. If it doesn't cost you anything, it's better to have more than not.
Yes,
shipping is a pain.
Yes, I completely agree. If you fly an airline that you can get a bag free or 2 bags free or whatever, then I would take it. Scooby saying, anyone going to BotCon in June? I'm not going, but will you be going, Bobby?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm starting a new job on Monday, and I don't know what my availability is going to look like for traveling. There's certain things I'm going to do, but typically I also go out of the country during that time. But we haven't figured out where we're going to go, so I don't know. I want to, though.
Scooby says he plans on going to that and to Toronto. Anyone going to Toronto? I wish.
I want to go to Toronto. Yeah, they're and those are right next to each other. You're closer to Toronto.
I am.
No, I'm saying Scooby is.
Oh, I was like, I could be. Yeah, and Chris Norris says new job. Yes, he's starting a new job. And Samicat says congratulations on the new job. And so does Sinistar. Is it going to interfere with packages on their way to you?
No. So I will still be working from home, so all that's going to be good. I am going to have to figure out more so of my spending, since I left one job where I was I'm in sales, so commissions and all that stuff. I have to kind of redo that and build that back up again. So it's not going to affect anything, but it's going to affect anything mentally. I'm going to say it's going to affect anything, but it's not going to affect anything.
And Duke's asking, did you change positions inside the company, or are you at a new one?
Switch companies.
So Jalal said he's a new follower, so thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.
And he said, did we ever review Mobian Studios Star Commander Triple Change Grimlock Sniper Gun? Okay, yes. We did not do a review on this or whatever, but Bobby, I think, got both versions. So why don't you give a little review on that really quick?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'll go.
We'll go ahead and hold on that. And I'm going to we'll do some of the other ones. So the Lego Bunny says, which third-party company would you want to do Transformers Multiforce Land Cross Combiner? Let me look up that just to make sure I'm thinking of the right figure. Yes, that's who I thought. There could be a few. I think some, what's it called? The some of the Legends figures would work well since they were, I believe, smaller figures. But my main one I'm going to say is Kang Toys because they just do some crazy stuff. But other than Kang, I would say probably a more G1 centric. Oh, MMC would be cool too to have an all-in-one combiner. So there's a few of them.
Oh, okay.
And Orcs Prime is saying, how can you get that website? Was that from the Grimlock gun? You mean the website from Grimlock? We just bought it on some. It's available to purchase. Anyways, go ahead, Bobby.
All right, so here's the Mobian Grimlock. And here's the other version in his Dino mode. We did talk about these briefly. I believe actually we talked about these.
We talked about them a few times on the news.
We talked about them on the news, and we talked about them on the hauls. I think I could actually probably tell you what haul we actually talked about them when I showed them off. I do not like them.
Oh, well, before we get into that, Orcs Prime says he meant where to get it. He's tired. No problem. Where did you pick them up?
I got them from Show Z, I believe.
I think that's the only place. I don't think they're on the Chosen Prime, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I got them at Show Z. Unless you like them a lot, I would not recommend them.
Oh.
I would, unless you, again, if you want them, go for it. I would recommend the Gatling gun.
NBK Gatling gun, yeah. And Jalal says he does personally love him. So
okay, then
yeah. I think it's a good looking figure. I don't know what they feel like in hand, but I think they look cool, especially the blue.
I have 3 sets, like the 3 guns that were kind of made: the sniper rifle, the Gatling gun, and this set. This is my least favorite out of all 3.
Yeah. I think it's still interesting, but I do think NBK has a level of shine that this one doesn't have. Maybe on the other one.
Yeah.
Trey is asking me, would you want the black 6-shot or regular colored? Well, I have the black 6-shot and regular colors. If I was to get what?
You have the Hanzo?
I have Hanzo in black. I have, what was the other one that's more
the G Creation?
Crazy? Yeah, G Creation, I believe, in both black and normal. And then I have I think that's it for third party. But and then I have the black one from MMC that's a KO. Black and red. So honestly, if I was to pick a color for 6-shot, it'd be the normal colors because that's one of the reasons why I like them. I love the colors on 6-shot. But I think the black and purple really suits him as well. Jalal says he loves the classic colors on that Grimlock, but he's tempted to buy the blue version as well.
Yeah, they weren't expensive.
And that's why I was thinking about the blue one, but I already had that blue Grimlock from Planet X, so I decided against it.
Oh, the Planet X one is much better. I mean,
you get the price too. So
for the price, I would go with the either of the other 2s. But if you love it, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Trey said, I heard you say you wanted him. I know I saw it on sale. Which black 6-shot are you talking about? If you're talking about Hanzo, which is, who was it?
G Creation? No.
DX9. DX9. I think that's the one you might be talking about. I'll probably pass. I think it looks great, but I already have another one. The Lego Brony says the newer MP Devastators, which of them is better in your eyes? Personally, 01 Studio is his fave, but too pricey for me. So I'll start by saying, go watch your Devastator Wars. We are getting into it knee deep with all these Devastators. The 01 Studio is probably my favorite 2 right now. Besides Mecha Invasion, because I think Mecha Invasion came out of nowhere. You know, and we're probably going to be the first one that we're going to finish. But what about you, Bobby?
They all scratch a different itch. So I think so far I've been most happy with the X Transbots or the Mecha Invasion.
Okay. And Trey Fi says G Creations. I got that when it came out, so I appreciate you looking out for me, and you know what I like, obviously. But yeah, he's right over there on my shelf. Let's see. Orcs Primus says, "Do you think Hasbro is ever going to do another 6-shot again, or just re-release the old one?" I just don't think they're going to do
them. What the last one we got was the Titans Return, was it?
Yes, which is a good figure, especially for the time.
Yeah, honestly, I think they might
re-release it.
I think they'll.
I see. The reason why I don't think they'll re-release that one is because it's a Headmaster.
That one, yes. I'm sorry, I was thinking of just
a new 6-shot.
Yeah, because it says, "Do you ever think they're going to do another 6-shot again,
or just release the old one?"
So I think they'll do a new one.
I don't see them doing 6-shot. I think they're going to be focused on Studio Series. I mean, don't get me wrong. If they made a Commander class 6-shot, because let's be honest, the 6-shot is going to need that Commander class money to go into it, especially with what leader classes are nowadays. I would still pick it up.
Titan.
Oh God! Don't say that. You probably would need a Titan class budget for Hasbro to do him justice.
Yep, it turns into 6 things. It's going to be small, but it turns into 6 things. Titan.
I mean, look at the latest Titan. Isn't it only like 15 inches? Which is Tidal Wave got smaller. This one's smaller, and the next one is going to be 6-shot.
That's what I think they could do that.
Orcs Prime says, I think it might be a HasLab idea for a 6-shot. I could see that happening too.
I can see that.
Yeah. And Blue says, Titan class 6-shot would have me out. Don't call it a Titan, please.
I mean, just thinking about the figures that they've put out, like if you had Commander class Ultra Magnus, for instance, it's not going to be as complex as a 6-shot's going to be.
But then again, 6-shot doesn't transform crazy.
He doesn't.
You just fold him this way and fold it that way. Like I can see Commander working for him.
They're gonna be like 6 modes. It took a lot of engineering in there.
Oh, and you just think they're being greedy. Now, if they did do one and it's like 13 inches tall, okay. But you know, like knowing Hasbro would be Voyagers.
Age of the Prime 6-shot.
Yeah,
195.
Yeah, Sinistar says Commander class max. So
that would make sense, or leader class, whatever. But I don't know. I'm being a Debbie Downer. Let me stop.
But an appropriate Debbie Downer. And Blue says, agreed, Deathsaurus would have been Commander, and it's not too different. Without all of the bells and whistles, let's say without the throne, because that's a big chunk of plastic, I could have seen him being a Commander class.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, somebody.
But that one didn't transform crazy. I see what you're saying now, too.
You're talking about
give that thing some more hips and flips and flaps, like flip the flap.
You're talking about 6 modes because the legs have to flip out, have to fold 2 different ways.
Each fold is $10.
Yeah, the arms are going to have to rotate down and then rotate up. It sucks, but yeah.
Okay, let's stop being negative. Snell's World said Primus at the end of Powers of the Prime line, Titan or HasLab. I would see it just being a Titan for Primus, just because they probably don't think it's going to sell with the HasLab. Unicron is iconic because he's in the movie. Primus, while it's iconic, it's not as iconic as far as the robot mode goes.
You know what? I could see them doing a HasLab. I could see them repurposing Unicron Same thing. Put a different head on it, different paint, and it's Primus. Because the HasLab, all the only thing that makes it a HasLab is the box it comes in. If they decide to re-release it, all they have to do is change the box, and it can be.
And having it be a remold for a HasLab would make more sense. Yeah, so we'll see.
That would suck.
So, Jalal, we do get this question a lot. If there was a fire, which figure would we be keeping? Bobby's going to push the shelves out. I would take that Cryotech right there.
Yeah. Come on, dog, grab some stuff. Yeah. I mean, I've said Unicron because of the cost and like the aftermarket cost on them. Hell, it'll probably be my Lewin Resources Metroplex when I get that. But yeah, I'm trying to push the cases out. Me and this fire are going to be fighting.
Literally. Fist fight. Sinister Alpha says, I don't think they put Primus behind a paywall if they're actually making weapons for the Primes as part of it. That would make logical sense. But we are talking about Hasbro. Yeah. And sometimes they do what they feel like will make people buy it begrudgingly.
Yeah, I think what they'll do, the reason I say HasLab as well is similar to this newest HasLab. A lot of people that I didn't expect it, a lot of people wanted that figure, the Prime and Ultra Magnus, and I think they would hit a soft spot, and you have to have Primus to go with your Unicron.
And Unicron sold out. So.
And and that's easy for them to kind of put that fear of missing out on.
True. You definitely can. Derek is here. What's up, BVC? What's up, Derek?
What's up, Derek?
Glad to see you here.
Yes, we got to schedule some time.
Okay, so we are running out of time. So I think this is a good, positive question to hang out on. What is our most anticipated release for 2025? Bobby, it's probably that Brontosaurus, and James, it's Hasbro's Devastator. Oh my God, you got it right. You got it right. But
G5G.
Really, from what we know, what would be your most anticipated release?
You go first. I got to think about what we've talked about.
Okay. So for me, we still don't know when it's coming out. We've only seen a little bit of prototypes, but it's Trans Arts Rampage. He was one of my favorite toys as a kid. I would love to have it again. There's not much stuff that's really catching my eye. So Rampage and Depth Charge are probably what I would like to see.
Bingo Toys Computron.
That again doesn't surprise me. So hopefully we'll get one of those figures at least this year, right?
Yeah. That I think. That's got me. Now, something I'm off. I'm kind of a little. That Misfire by X Transbots.
I think that one looks good too.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of people saying, Derek saying Bingo Toys Computron, Steve saying MP Computron.
Yeah.
And the Lego Brony saying that for 2025, it's Age of the Primes Combaticons for him. So I'm really interested to see what Hasbro does with that. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
I think Blue says his most anticipated is New Age Romulus for now, since he paid it off in October. Hope you get it soon, Blue.
Yeah. I think I want something that we haven't seen. I think is what's getting me.
Rocket says, hey, both of you guys are on my watch daily list. We appreciate it. I want to let you know that the review you guys do, it's usually before anyone on YouTube, and you've saved me a ton of money on the front. You're very welcome. So stay tuned. We got some cool Devastator Wars coming up.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing with this channel. I mean, and I've said it before, I would hate to name a dollar amount and say, I want this figure or this figure. And I knew for me, a lot of shows I was watching at the time, they would say how great this figure was. And the figure was terrible. And it was just like I spent, 20, 50, 100, whatever the increment you want to use on that figure. And then I realized that the other figure I wanted, they said that that one was amazing as well. And it just seemed like every figure they reviewed always was amazing. And it really isn't like that. And I started, when me and James got together, we also like
That's one of
different
the things
things.
we talked about.
Yeah. And it's just like, okay, he buys stuff that I have no idea about. He can give me insight on it. I buy stuff that he doesn't. I can give him insight. And hopefully we can, have you spend that $20, $50, $100, $5,000 in places that you're actually going to like, or at least make a well thought out discussion, discussion out of it where you can give your feedback as well.
Yeah. Well, I can't do this because I don't know what he sounds like. But Scooby says, do your best C-Spray impressions and they will vote who did it better, James or Bobby. I'm C-Spray. Like I don't know what he sounds like.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm barely getting my voice now, so I definitely am not gonna mess it up trying to do C-Spray.
Well, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and end this? Thank you for everybody to showing up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Like the video as well. And we will see you.
Thank you to our newest members. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you to our members. We will go ahead and shout you out on normal news, which I think a lot of people watch. Also, right after this at 2 p.m. my time, so that's in about 13 minutes, we'll have a video going up with all of our fans. They sent in some of their customs and artwork and stuff like that. So go ahead and watch that. It's some really cool stuff. Blue is in there as well. So, and a few of these people. So go ahead and watch that. We will see you on the next news cycle. We have some Devastator Wars coming up. It's going to be a fun month. So we will see you guys very soon.
Yes. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. Big things coming in 2025. As always, till all debates are won. See you next time.